they even. Okay, so today we're doing a garage tour video for the 20 subscriber special. I find that a big deal to me. Very big fucking deal. I'm very happy. I support everyone. Thank you. And we are going to do a garage tour for the 20 subscriber special. And I really do appreciate everyone that supports me. Everyone that does everything to watch the videos. Everyone that does everything to see the videos and like watches through them. And I'm happy for it. I'm happy. Thank you. And I'm happy for you guys to subscribe. Keep on doing that. I want to get to 50 by the end of this year. Please help me do that. Tell your friend. Share it. Share it. Please. I want to reach 50 by the end of this year. Please help me do that. Make that a goal. Please. Share it with your friends. Share it with anyone. Just tell them to subscribe. Please. I need it. Thank you. And let's get this garage tour started whenever it loads in. If you want to add your audio, Cake Factory, you can. Cake Factory. Or Daniel. If you want to add your audio, you can. No. I kind of want to, but I kind of don't. Okay, this is gonna be whoever is in the stream bar. It's gonna be a 20 subscriber special. I reached 20 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm happy about that. I'm very, very happy. I want to reach 50 by the end of the year, if I can. If I can't, then it's fine. But my goal is 50. Probably by the end of this month, I want to reach around 30. So, that's my goal. That's my goal. It's 30 by the end of this month. So, that's my goal right now. I'm gonna unmute my friend, and he's gonna get, yeah, I guess he's gonna talk. What? Did that video ever post? It did post. No, it didn't. It's just on the 95% fucking process. I gotta take it off of Twitch. Son of a bitch. Okay, first garage, we got the Mustang looking thing. I think it's a great car. I love this car in with everything. This is one of my favorite cars to use. And it looks really, really good. It looks like a Mustang. Looks pretty much like maybe a fastback. The Sterling GT. It's an old It's an old Mercedes, which I checked out to look a lot better. It looks a lot better than what any other Mercedes would look like. And I really do enjoy the look of this Mercedes. This Mercedes is like really, really cool looking when they added this to the game. Now we're moving on to the Atali GTO. In real life, this would be the 812 Fastback. Or no, the 812 Superfast, sorry. The 812 Superfast. This is one of my, I guess, like, fast drivers. I love driving around in this car. I love the look of this car. I love the sound of this car. It's very, very quick. And then moving on to one of my all-time favorite muscle cars, the Tulip. The Tulip looks like the Chevrolet. Well, the Chevelle, sorry. The Chevelle, I think it's like the 1965 Chevelle. And it's this color. Don't mind the percent like the salmon pink. It's supposed to look like a car that came from the movie Gran Torino. Gran Torino. And that's how it's supposed to look, but without the percent pink. So I just chose the percent pink because it had black and black on rims and on the freaking stripe, and then on the freaking like secondary color. Then it had the olive green with the percent salmon pink. So I think with the red headlights, I think it looks really, really cool. Now moving on to the Lamborghini Urus. I don't really drive this car too much, but I love it enough to have it. The Taurus is a great, really great car. I love driving this car. I love how quick it is, and I love the look of the car. It looks like a monster. It looks a beast. It looks like a hell of a beast. Moving on to the Deviant. The Deviant is one of my favorites. It's always been one of my favorites since it came out. The back end is not like, I'm not a big time fan of it, but I love the look of the Deviant. The Deviant just looks monstrous. Whenever you look at it, it just looks like a fucking beast. The Deviant, I love because of its sound. I love because of its drag strip capabilities, and it's funny. It's really, really funny to use. Because whenever you take off in the Deviant, the wheelie makes you go out of control in the air. So it's a very good meme car to use. And this is the end of this first garage. We're going to head on to the next garage. And I know I'm talking fairly quickly, but I want to get this video posted as soon as possible. Okay? So I'm sorry for talking very quickly. I'm sorry for talking like very outrageous, but I want to get this video posted as soon as possible. So now we're heading over to this garage. I only have 2 cars in, so don't like judge me. Then we'll move on to like expensive cars, but I don't really have a lot on this. I don't really have a lot, but I have enough. But I just want you guys to know I really do appreciate all the support on every one of my videos. I really do. I really like. I never like. I know it's not a lot to reach 20 subscribers, but to me that is special to me. That is something that I never thought I would have. Never thought I would ever try to reach 20. And to some people that's nothing. To some people, oh, you're a fucking bot, you don't know how to fucking do anything on YouTube. For something like that to happen in someone's life, 20 subscribers. I'm growing, and I want to keep on growing, but I need to do more content, and I'm trying to do as much as possible. But when I can't handle a battle, it's very difficult to handle a battle sometimes. Very difficult sometimes. And I'm trying to post this video so I can show you guys how difficult this one battle was. I I told my friend I did not want to post this at all because I don't ever want to post this. I don't ever want to post a video like this ever again. So I haven't got a chance to like actually like full on customize this car, but I bought it. So I don't have a review on this one, but I think it looks like a James Bond car. So I'll probably use it like sometime in the future. So the Diablo SV. The Diablo is a great car show car. I like how it looks. I like the carbon fiber rims. I like everything about it. It looks really badass in this blue, but the rims need to go. But I'm not going to change that right now. It's the blue with the white interior. I think it looks really, really cool. I love it a lot. I just never drive it because it's in this garage. So, I don't really have like too much of a review. So I wouldn't be able to like full on like tell you guys about it. But I love this car a lot. So right now we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one's gonna be pretty much expensive only. It's gonna be like a expensive garage. But these are my OG cars. These are like all my OG cars. These are not like, I don't ever want to lose these cars ever. And I'm not gonna try to, because every single one of these cars mean a lot to me. And I could literally care less about every other single one of these cars. The Tulip means a lot to me too, along with the Itali GTO. But these mean more. So I'll show you, and that'll probably be the end of this video. But there's a good amount of cars. So, and y'all won't believe me that this car was my first car, but it was. It's $1 million car. It's not like these cars like this one. It's not like this one. This one's a multi-million-dollar car. As my first car that I bought. And most people say, oh, it's a waste of money. It's a waste. To me, this was my first car on this account, and this was my first car on the Banana Noob. And this car really meant a lot to me whenever I bought it. Really meant a lot to me. And this car has been through hell and back. Hell and back. And it is the T20. We're going to start off with the T20. The T20 I've had for probably over 2 years on this account. And this has been one of my dailies. This has been one of my this has been a car that I love so much. And when this car came out, I fell in love with this car. Back on 360, this was the first car that I actually really did enjoy. Not this Inferno, not any other vehicle. This was the car that I wanted. This was the car. McLaren P1. But it may look like a P1. It's not a P1, but it sounds like a P1 and it acts like a P1. It looks like a P1. And I love the look of the car. I love the car so much. And I'm glad that I have it. Okay, now moving on to the Pfister. The Pfister 811, which really is the Porsche 811 in real life. The Porsche 811 in real, well, this Porsche, I pretty much got this when I was a fucking broke ass fucking kid. This was about a year ago that I got this car. So there's really like no like back history about it. It's just I love this car. It's really quick, and it's really quick during races. So that's the end of the Porsche. The Night Shark. The Night Shark is one of the best armored vehicles to have. If you have this vehicle, you're pretty much unstoppable. Along with the MLC cab. The MLC cab, the Night Shark, and the half track. And I know that no one wants to hear me say this, but I'll show you. The Zaba. The Zaba is another car. The Zaba can take 14 missiles. If this is fully maxed out, this can take around 30 missiles. The MOC cap can take around 60 if it's fully maxed out. And the Night Shark is one of my favorite vehicles because it's quick, it's armored, and it can take out Mark IIs. And I love it. And I have nothing else to say about the Night Shark because it's just like a masterpiece. It was just a masterpiece. I had 14 of these on my boy character, on my boy account, and I missed them to death. Rockstar, if you're literally hearing everything that everyone is saying, give us back our fucking accounts. Like, fuck. Seriously. Okay. Moving on to the Armored Kuruma. The Armored Kuruma is an OG car. It was a 360 car, but I bought this on this account. This account's not from 360. But this car also means a lot to me too, because this was my first armored vehicle. Other than the Night Shark. The Night Shark I bought after, along with the Duke of Death over there. The Duke of Death I bought a little bit later too. So the Armored Kuruma was another one of my favorite cars because it's enjoyable to drive and it sounds awesome. The Duke of Death. I have really nothing to say about the Duke of Death. It's because it can only take 3 missiles. I could dodge so many missiles in this car. It's quick. I love the look of this car. I love the matte propellant that I put on this. And it's just a masterpiece of this car. It's a masterpiece of a beast. Okay, the Bentley Turbo. I think this is a Bentley. I think this is a Bentley Continental. I don't know what Bentley this is, but if you look closely at it, it has a matte with a red propellant with a customized camo on it. And this is the bulletproof variant with the off-road tires, with the red headlights, which you guys can't see, but I'm not going to take it out. But this is another one of my favorite cars also because it's quick, it has armor, and it sounds amazing. The Prius, the backstory about the Prius. The backstory about the Prius is I have a friend that hates Priuses. So every time I bring this Prius out, he ends up dying with the Prius. I put a bomb in the Prius. That's how this became to be a meme. And the Prius has been here ever since. It has not like moved from this garage. It has been here ever since, and it's not going to move from this garage. Okay. The C8 Corvette. I bought this when it first came out. I have no doubts that it's not a bad car. Originally I made it to be a race car. I didn't make it to be like clean like this. But originally this was supposed to be a race car. It was not supposed to look clean. It was not supposed to look all cool. So I didn't really care about the look of this car. I didn't really care about the car at all when it first came out. And now that I'm looking at it now, and now that I'm seeing it, I don't really drive it enough. I don't drive it enough to call it mine. I don't drive it along with the T20. I don't drive it enough. Along with the Pfister 811, I don't drive it enough. A lot of my supercars I don't drive. And we're going to get on to this car in a minute, the McLaren F1. But the Quartet D10, it has horrible traction, it has horrible brakings, everything. I love the car, I love the way it looks. It's just really, really slow. It doesn't have a good top speed, and it has horrible brakes, and it has horrible turning. So I'll give this probably like a 2 out of 10, maybe a 4 out of 10 at most. Okay, now moving on to the Porsche. Oh yeah, I forgot. The Tulip I'll give a 6 out of 10. The Deviant I'll give it a 5 out of 10. The Mustang Fastback I'll give it a 5 out of 10. The um the Tally GTO, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I like the car a lot. Um the Taurus, I'll give it a 3 out of 10. The Diablo, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. The T20 is a 10 out of 10 on my end. The Pifister 811 is a 9 out of 10. The Night Shark is a 10 out of 10. The Duke of Death is a 5 out of 10. The Bentley Turbo, well, the Bentley Continental is a 5 out of 10. The Armor Kuruma is a 2 out of 10. The D10 is a 2 out of 10. Prius is a 10 out of 10. I love it a lot. Maybe, no, actually Prius is like, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I'm not going to give it like better. Okay, now this one right here. This is a Porsche, I think Cayman, but it looks like an Audi. It looks like an Audi. But Audi, I don't know. But this is pretty much supposed to be a Porsche. I made it look clean as hell. It's supposed to look like this because this was one of my very first cars on this account. Well, on this character. I'll talk about the backstory about this character. I'll talk about the backstory of this account. But this one, I'll give it a 3 out of 10. I'm not really like, I don't really drive it too much. It just sits in here just for looks. Okay. McLaren F1. I love this car a lot. I love the way it sounds. I love the doors. I love everything about this car. This car was one of my favorites when it came out. Was one of my all-time favorites because of the doors. I didn't really care about everything else about looking at this car. It has orange on orange interior and orange rims. It has orange headlights with all white. And I was never like feeling the look of this car until after a while it started to look a lot better. It started to look a lot more like a McLaren. And I love this car. But there's a lot of flaws in the car that I don't like. And I'm not going to explain them because I love the car. The T20 has a lot of flaws. I love the car, but I'm not going to explain it. So I'll give this car a 7 out of 10. Because I love the car. I love everything about this car. This car is awesome to me. Everything is awesome about it. In my opinion, it's a 7 out of 10. In everyone else's opinion, it's like a 3 out of 10, maybe a 2 out of 10, because how slow it is. For this car, it has a good top speed. But really, that's the end of my garage tour. And I was really glad to share with you guys about my garage tour. I was really glad to show you what I had. And I'm pretty sure you guys already knew what I had from this. And I'm really glad that I showed you guys. I'm really glad that I reached 20 subs. To me, that's something that I never thought I would reach. And I'm really glad for that. And I really do thank you guys. And I will see you guys when I see you guys. Whenever I post this video, make sure to give it a like. 20 subscribers. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate everyone that watches the videos. I really do appreciate everyone that